Welcome to the Homegrown Haven. In August of 2025, my husband Carl and I, with our 2-year-old son George and Cocker Spaniel Arnie, moved into our forever home in Herefordshire. A bungalow in need of refurbishment and a 1-acre garden in need of some serious TLC. There is so much work to do, but we are not alone. My parents, Martin and Cheryl, are sharing the adventure as 3 generations live under one roof, sharing love, laughter and hard work as we create a family home and a kitchen garden. A no-dig approach to growing organic fruit and veg. If this approach interests you, we would love you to like, subscribe and follow us as we make our ambitions a reality.
Right, so what's on for me this week? I've got a few jobs. I've got the week ahead of me. It looks rather wet, but I can work around that. So let's have a look at what I've got to do this week. Well, I was down the allotment yesterday, picked up more kindling. Got to do something with all this timber here. That's got to be chopped up and turned into logs. This piece of old plywood, again from the garden centre, is going to go in down that far end. I'm making another bay because we've got so much wood. We've emptied our first bay, so I don't know, I have no idea what the date is. 25th, isn't it? 25th. So the fire's been running a month and we've used that bay. Well, that makes it nice and simple to work out. We'll be okay this winter. So what else have we got? I've got more pallets which need to be broken down and all the nails taken out, because I'm going to have a row of 5 raised beds along that bottom line of this quadrant. In the raised bed I've made, I've got this plastic signage which I'm going to line the inside with. Then the black sheeting is going to go round. I'm going to put a cap around so that we can sit the frame with the Enviromesh on to keep the carrot fly off our carrots and parsnips. So I've got a bit more work to do on this bed. And then, like I say, 1, 2, 3, 4 more raised beds to build. I'm going to guess that's going to take me well into the new year to do, but I've got a lot of time before spring next year. I've brought back another blue barrel. That's got to be dug down in a bit and then plumbed in. So I'll do that today. So up by the home lodge, still a bit more work to be done. I've got to dig out all this, the hellebores and the other rubbish there, clear it out back to soil, chainsaw out the remainder of that ash tree. The bricks I'm leaving for Carl. Carl does them at such a rate I can't compete with, so he told me to leave it and he'll do it, and that's what I'm going to do. I find that very hard, but I'm going to do my best. Over there, that wood's got to be chopped up into pieces that Carl and I can get in the back of the van to take to the tip, and then this curb I'm going to reuse along the edge of our drive. So I'm going to try and get them curbstones out in one piece. That might prove a bit of a challenge. The guys from Home Lodge that do the groundworks are coming to visit today. So I'll have a better idea if we're ready for Home Lodge or whether I've got more work to do. I'm hoping they don't tell me I've got to break up that base because it's a monster of a base. We'll see. I'll let you know when they visited. And that ash that Carl and I dropped by the house, that's going to make a nice lot of firewood. Well, the second one's taking shape, and you can see there that I'll have a little gap between that's bricked, so I can trim off any grass that comes up and move around them without getting boggy. Just got to extend it all the way along. Little and often, little and often. Well, today the emphasis moves indoors and we're having a fireplace put in. So it'll be a false chimney breast. So the fellas arrived yesterday, took the stove apart, took the stove pipe out, and they've secured some bracing for the false chimney breast. And they're back today to carry on the work, but this is exciting. Hopefully it'll all be done for Christmas, which will look nice. Look, watch, see that nail? There, you do it. I'll stand clear. That's it. Let me help you. There, look, it's flat. Job done. You do that one. Ow, is that sharp? Shall I do it? There. There you go. Be careful. It's not a toy. Thankfully, Mummy and Daddy will never see this. Hit it hard. There. You do it. There. Good boy. That's it. Ta. Good boy. Going to take him a while, but you'll get there.